struggling readers. Once you know what are the different causes for their reading problem, now it's time to how do you assess a child? Because it's very easy to say he doesn't read, he doesn't read, he doesn't do this, he doesn't do that, he's not interested, he doesn't want to study, etc. But that's not the solution, right? So you need to identify. So there are 5 steps that I'm going to tell you in this audio. First is identify the problem. The first step is in assessing a child or a struggling reader is to identify the specific areas in which the child is having difficulty. For example, is the child struggling with phonics or vocabulary or comprehension or fluency? Then identify the problem areas in which, then you can identify it properly and take an assessment. Now, what is an assessment tool? How do you use an assessment tool? See, basically, if the child is having severe problem, the child needs to be sent to a clinical psychologist, and it is there that they actually tell you. But before going to that, before having a diagnostic assessment, I always suggest a teacher in the classroom can do it, and you don't need to be an English teacher alone. English teacher, maths teacher, science teacher, social teacher, especially in primary section, you can very easily assess the child's condition. So there are standardized tests, there are informal reading inventories, they're running records, diagnostics tests to do it. All that you need to do is, if the child is a 6-year-old, is he reading a level of a 6-year-old child or not? If not, take a 5-year-old child's reading material, make the child read. If not, go back. So you'll come to know what is the level of the child's reading. Simple tool which a teacher can use. You will realize that 6-year-old child is actually reading a 3-year-old child's level. So already you know the gap is 3 years. Third thing, observe the child. So while observing, when they are reading, you can provide valuable information about their reading skill. Now, you can use a running record to record errors, self-corrections, fluency. Also, you can identify the behavior of the child while the child is reading. Step 4 is to analyze the data. Once you have collected the data, that what is the level of the child and where he is it and how much, which are the areas, is he trouble in pronunciation or spelling or forming the word, or is it that only big words he can't read, rest of it he can read, then you can definitely go and help the child in that manner and do an individualized program for the child. And 5th one is to make a plan. Now, based on that assessment data, and you develop an individualized plan for a struggling reader. Now, that plan can be starting from where the child is to slowly, step by step, grow the child. Now, you'll ask me, ma'am, in a class of 30 or 35, how can I help a child individually? Very good question. But my answer to that is, in a class of 35, do all 35 need help? No, right? Say you're in grade 4 teacher. So you have to assess in your class how many are excellent readers, how many are average readers, and how many are weak readers. So when you realize these weak readers are just 2 and 3, I don't think it's difficult to help 2-3 children in a class, because others don't need your help anyways. Please remember, the bright students don't need your help. They are not there because of you. They are there because the parents send them to school. You are there to help them, and that is why you are in this group. You are in this group to learn how to help those children, right? So follow these 5 steps, and then you will be able to decide, okay, now which is the area I want to help my child. So in the upcoming slides, I'll be telling you the strategies to help this child. And till then, see you, bye-bye, and I hope you all are having your water and snacks in between and also doing other things. Take care.